Oh, so, alright, so I didn't have to take their clothes off. Alright. Got it. Okay.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Right. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
So the Tower of Ishal is the big tower that we saw on the way through, if you remember that from a month ago when I recorded this. So we're going to go all the way up to the top and light the signal flames so that Loghain, the guy in the gray armor here, who is Kalen's uncle, the king, the guy in the gold armor there, so Loghain's army will know to join Kalen's army and the Grey Wardens to basically clear out the Darkspawn, who will not be expecting our reinforcement army. I think I'm gonna turn the dialogue up as soon as I can. I will do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs two Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
When do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Are we in any sort of danger?
Of course.
Or...
Even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient.
Okay.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Oh, and Alistair leveled up. Look at that. So while I'm leveling Alistair up, that's the wrong button. Sorry, it's been a while. Essentially, a couple of things that probably got skipped over by me or by the game that you don't know yet, because I'm not going to read through the codex. I might, but like at the end of the game. So the archdemon is a dragon, but there are dragons in this world, of course, and they have multiple stages. You have dragonlings, which are baby dragons. They're small. They're like the size of your average size pit bull, and they do go after toddlers, just like your average size pit bull. And what else? Then there's drakes, who are from Toronto and like to, you know, go after underage girls, but really they're like bigger dragonlings. They're just more terrifying. Then there's actual dragons, which are, I mean, they're like drakes. The wings that they have, they can use. They're a lot stronger, and they can actually breathe fire, which I don't think drakes can do. I don't remember that. And then, of course, you have a dragon that's very large and is like the size of a large hill. I do believe those are called elder dragons. They're usually colored purple. They make appearances in multiple of the Dragon Age games. An archdemon is a dragon that was infected with the Darkspawn taint. So it's a lot scarier. We've seen flashbacks of it. We'll see a lot more flashbacks of it, and we will fight it in this game, because of course we will. As for what we just did at the table, we did this strategy talk. Mages are basically kind of used as warrior slaves by the Chantry, or not, because that's like the only time they could be free under the Chantry's rule, technically. It's when they're at their freest. Loghain and Kaelin are related because Loghain is technically, I think, through the bond that he and King Merrick, who was Kaelin's father, they were kind of like, they weren't like blood brothers, but they were brothers of war, and they kicked the people of Orlais, which is like France, out of Ferelden, which is the country that we're in now. And King Merrick became the king of Ferelden. And since they fought a big, tough war against the Orlesians, Loghain doesn't want Kaelin to call on any help from any part of Orlais. Even the Grey Wardens, who have no political affiliation, Grey Wardens are not allowed to be like involved in politics at all, because they're typically regarded as stronger than normal people. So Kaelin wants help from the Orlesian Grey Wardens because they're more Grey Wardens and they're better at fighting the Darkspawn than anyone else. And Loghain doesn't want that because they're Orlesians, and he doesn't like them because they enslaved his entire country, even though now he's kind of like an old man. So it's been a while. Whatever. So yeah, that's lore dump time over and done with.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here. Watchers! Hounds! For Ferelden!
Help me. They're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? It's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
That his way.
Right. This should be easy enough. Here we go!
At least I connected with the gen lock.
As you wish. This should be easy enough.
Why does my character keep walking, man? He ain't supposed to walk. He's just supposed to stand there and shoot at stuff. Okay, well that just no, get away from that. What? Okay, alright, well. I'm not even touching the grease trap, but it got me apparently. I like to be able to...
What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
You could try telling them they're in the wrong place, right?
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
And I haven't been used... I realized this when I was going over the footage. I checked off stealing as something that I wanted to have, and I never used it. And I felt really stupid about it. There's the Genlock Alpha.
This should be easy enough. Right.
Oh, I didn't get the finishing hit on it. And that might be the first time I've ever never used this, which releases all the Mabari Hounds. Heavy chainmail. Ooh, are these better than what I have? No, they're not. Fuck. Oh, big mama. Mama Sheeta.
Here we go!
Oh, perfect.
As you wish.
Take all of that. Die!
Freeze it.
It's either
I
you or
didn't get
me,
it off in time.
and it isn't going to be me.
Wait! I did it! I killed one!
Wow, look at Alistair. Look at him. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. It doesn't make me feel any better. Ogre has been dealt with. Soul Rot Bomb, Greater Health Poultice, Journeyman Lightning Rune, that's good. And then Harvard's Aegis. I think I will give that to you, Alistair. If you can use it. Your strength part, right. Oh, you can, look at that. Perfect. Is there a symbol on the back? Nope, just cloth. Alright, let's light this puppy.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
All of you, let's move!
So yeah.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
I remember you. A girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds, where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
My friend, you mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes.
Are my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he all right?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
It would be very unkind. Those were his friends.
And you think they would encourage his blubbering? If so, they are not the sort of Grey Wardens the legends note.
Well, thank you for helping me, Morrigan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mum over here.
Doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
If you're Flemeth, you must be, like, really old. Just old.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Tell you what, it changed when people started looking at my goddamn face. Dumbass.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
What is this archdemon? Like, for real, for real?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Will you help us fight this Blight, Miss Flemeth?
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and Darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
The Earl of Redcliffe? Or, I mean, I guess we could go to him, right?
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
I mean, there have to be, like, other allies, right?
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Yeah, I mean, that's, like, what we do,
so
right?
You are set, then. Ready to be Grey Wardens.
I mean, there's really nothing else we can do, so
now,
yeah.
Before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thanks, but, like, if Morgan doesn't want to come, please come, please.
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Yeah, no, I understand. She can come with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You can speak your mind. Yeah.
You will regret saying that.
Dear sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We do need all the help we can get, Alistair.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I just think we should go. Like right now.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know.
Oh!
Do try to have fun, dear.
I'm sorry I ruined the commentary with my sneeze. Alright, so finally we can now use the fast travel system. It's not very deep. You just kind of pick a place and go to it. All these other places we can't really go to right now. But here, Lothering, we can. So that's what we will do. Ah, yes, we get to... That's right.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Sigma male. Right there. What the dog doing? What the dog doing? What the dog doing? The dog bringing an army of Darkspawn, baby girl.
Here they come.
Yeah, we'll go with you. We'll use you.
Right. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. On.
There we go. There goes the bomb. Ow.
Right.
Just got knocked on my ass.
Yeah, that's right.
Holy
What did I
shit.
tell ya?
I cleared everyone out pretty quickly. Oh, look at the dog. Look at the little dog. Oh, it's Darkspawn didn't. Wait. This is the dog I hoped to cure back at Ostagar.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Alright, well, I mean, we just got a dog. We got our average-sized pit bull. I think the game ends here. I'm pretty sure this is where it ends, actually. Always wanted a dog like this. I mean, it's probably like fate or something. The Norns demand it. Alright, so our new dog is named Travis B. Short for Travis Barker. Also, the Imperial Highway is up there. I mean, we must have stepped down back there, and, like, why aren't we on the... Oh, that's why. Because it breaks off there.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You're toll collectors, then.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
I mean, while you're right, it's not what you're doing. So I don't quite think you're actually fixing the highway.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that.
He's more direct. That's correct. He should be leading, not you.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse, then. Those are the rules.
You really want to, like, fight a mage? Because I can, like, make your urethra get set on fire. I've done that, by the way. I shoved the rod of fire in my pee hole.
A mage? Ah, I don't want to be a toad.
Nobody's turning you into a toad, you sniveling bastard. But we'll, let the toll go. Just this once.
Nah, you're gonna die.
Don't turn me into a toad!
Enemies approaching.
I've never done that before. I mean, probably because I've never been a mage before. Where is the mage? Sorry, not the mage. There he is. Bandit leader. No, I gotta target him manually. Jesus, okay. That was the wrong skill tree. There we go. Virulent walking bomb.
Oh, the Grey Warden!
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Okay, well, you are actively doing harm to other people. Trying to get by does not excuse taking advantage of other people. You're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Yeah, just give me everything that you have.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
Alright, hold on. I'll be back. I gotta figure something out, and I need what I'm gonna use to decide this for later. No! I almost fell out of my goddamn chair. Okay, yeah, so I got it. We'll flip a coin to see whether or not we kill these guys or we let them run, because they're not gonna do anything else. Tails they die, heads they live, and it's tails. All right, so now you die. That's all you deserve.
On. Let's get started.
He just fell over. We'll take this dead Templar stuff, lock it in a note. We'll take all his stuff. He was holding out. They were all holding out on me. They had like 12 silvers.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
You have been very quiet, Alistair.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
I mean, well, try and use these treaties, of course.
I agree. Have you looked at them? There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens? Because that would probably be pretty helpful for us.
Short of leaving for Eldon to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Ah. Okay, what do you think we should do,
Go
Morgan?
after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Good point to Alistair's counterpoint. But go after Loghain first. We won't have anyone backing us up. It'll just be us three and the dog. So we should find these people.
I can give you directions if you like.
No.
Then you have a plan.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.